Hashem decided that when someone knows the significance of the sin, when someone knows that there is a sin, when someone knows you're not allowed to drive on Shabbat, and he still drives on Shabbat, at that very moment, it's not just that their life is on the line, it's that they are losing their right to live. This is one of the sources for it, because the Nephilim and all of the people that lived here in this generation knew the difference between right and wrong and still chose wrong. As we mentioned last week and maybe one other time before, there's only one person in the entire Torah, the entire Tanakh, 24 books. One person has a verse about Hashem says, I hate him. There's plenty of evil people. Plenty of evil people in every generation. As a matter of fact, one of the original evil people in history is born during this parasha. His name is Nimrod. Nimrod, the name comes from someone that's Mored Be'Hashem. Mored Be'Hashem means is an enemy of God. The root of the name Nimrod is being an enemy of God. He's the original idol worshipper. He made himself into God. He told everybody to pray to him. And he became the enemy of Avraham Avinu. Avraham Avinu jumped into the fire, which we'll learn about next week. But Nimrod is born in this parasha. In this parasha he's born. Evil people. Hashem says, evil, destroyed some of them, let some of them live, punish some of them, but he never wrote that he hated anyone. Even the generation of the Mabul, he didn't say he hate them. He said they're Rashaim, but he didn't hate them. It's one person in the entire Torah, he says, I hate him. Him, I hate. He names him by name. Who? Esav. Yaakov ahavti ve'et Esav saneti. Et Yaakov I loved, but Esav I hate him. Why I hate him? Why? Why I hate Esav? I had a chidush today, because we talked about this already. It said because Esav knew the truth. He knew the truth. Why? His brother was Gdol Hador. He was the next big rabbi in the world, Yaakov. His father, bigger rabbi, Yitzchak Avinu. His grandfather, the greatest rabbi that ever lived, Avraham Avinu. He knew. He knew the truth. Said, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do tshuva. Tomorrow I'm going to do tshuva. Tomorrow I'm going to do tshuva. Tomorrow I'm going to nets. Tomorrow I'm going to do tefillin. Tomorrow I'm going to eat kosher. Tomorrow I'm going to do all these different things, and he didn't do it. So Hashem says, him, I hate him. Why? Empty promises. So what was the chidush today? What makes Hashem hate? I mean, there's plenty of people that say, I'm going to do it and don't do it. There's plenty. What, Hashem hates all of them? There's plenty of people that say, everybody makes promises of what they're going to do on New Year's. Whether it's the secular New Year or Rosh Hashanah New Year, whatever New Year you have, whatever excuse you have to make promises, we make promises all the time. Hashem hates all the people who break their promises. Says in his Mishnah, whoever paid punishment to the generation of the flood and the generation of the Tower of Babel, meaning God, he will pay punishment to someone who doesn't stand by his word. So Hashem hates every single person that doesn't stand by his word. He's going to just like he destroyed the generation of the Mabul, of Noach, just like he destroyed the same parasha, the generation of the Tower of Babel, he hates them also. He hates everybody who breaks promises, that's it. Why? Why does he hate somebody who breaks the promises so much? The answer was the chidush today. It connects to one of the things we learned just a couple of weeks ago. When we said in the Gemara, it talks about all different types of Reshaim, all different types of Tzaddikim. And the beauty of it is the more you learn about it, the more you realize how relevant it is to today, how relevant it is to yesterday, how relevant it is to every day. It doesn't change. Nothing changed. Nothing new under the sun, just like Hashem says, Shlomo HaMelech says in the book of Ecclesiastes, Kohelet, he says, nothing new under the sun. He mentions the sun, everything being under the sun many, many times throughout the book of Kohelet. He says, nothing new under the sun. Nothing changed. His generation, previous generation, generation of Noah, generation of Adam, generation of Moshe Rabbeinu, any generation, nothing new, nothing changed, everything's the same. Just like Hashem hated the people of generation of Noach, just like he hated the people of the generation of the Tower of Babel, just 300 years later. Just like he hated Esav, another couple of hundred years later. Just like all the other Reshaim, he hated them. Why? Why does he hate all of them? Because of this Gemara. Gemara Masechet Shabbat 119 says, a person that does something wrong, but doesn't see anything wrong, Hashem hates him. Why? He sees wrong in everyone else, except himself. Everyone else is wrong. Oh, he's a Rasha, he does this. He's a Rasha, he does this. He's a Rasha, does this. You tell him, yeah, but by the way, you're not allowed to do. Hey, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. You know what I do? You know what I do? You know what I do? You know how much money I donate? You know how much I study Torah? You worry about yourself. What do you mean? You just told me I am worried about myself, but I'm just letting you know that, hey, don't let me know nothing. I know, I'm okay. Him, I hate him. Why? He sees nothing wrong with what he's doing. He's making constant promises, breaks them, and doesn't think there's anything wrong with it. Honey, I'll be there in 20 minutes. Shows up 3 hours later. Killed her day. Killed his day. Okay, you ready? What do you mean ready? You said I'm going to be in 20 minutes. You showed up 3 hours later. You killed my life. You killed my day. What do you mean, are you ready? Oh, what's the big deal? Why are you so uptight? What do you mean? You made a promise. You had a word. The check bounced. The check bounced. You sent me a check. It bounced. It was for $10. It was for $10. I lent you $10 million. The check bounced. You will have no word. I hate you. Why? Because not only did you do something wrong, you don't see anything wrong with it. You're never going to do tshuva. As long as you don't see anything wrong with it, you're never going to do tshuva. You, in essence, are signing up to be in the team of, I am going to be an enemy of Hashem forever. There's no hope for you. Et Esav Saneti. Brother was Gdolado. Father was Gdolado. Grandfather, he couldn't get better family, better pedigree. Still Rasha. There's no hope for somebody like that. There's no hope. Why? Because he doesn't see anything wrong. He makes a promise to go to Beit Knesset tomorrow, doesn't show up. Yeah, okay, I'll show up the next day. Hashem will wait for me. I do things in my own pace. Take it easy. You worry about you. You worry about you. Don't worry about me. Yeah, the problem is you are affecting me. Why? Kol Yisrael Aravim Zeh Lazeh. You sin, I get punished too. One more day the Mashiach is not here. One more day there's a terrorist attack. One more day there's an intermarriage. One more day there's a disaster in Am Yisrael. Why? It's because of you. Violating Shabbat, violating Pram Brit, violating all these things. What do you think? It's because of all the tzaddikim? You think the Mabul happened because of tzaddikim? No. It happened because of Reshaim. But not just regular Reshaim. Reshaim that didn't want to do tshuva. That's the problem. Go ahead.